Hi there, this is Kevin once again. I welcome you all to the IoT with Firebase series. And guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can stream the values from Firebase database to your Node MCU. So what's the meaning of streaming, guys? You can see in my previous videos, I have shown you how you can control the LED from Firebase database to the Node MCU over here. But in that, what we are doing, you can see if we can see a basic example of any Firebase. What we were doing, we were just doing a get call in our void loop. It is very bad thing, because if you are doing in a loop, if you are doing a get call again and again, it means you are utilizing the resources and you are blocking the other things. So that's not a good thing. So best thing is we need to make something like the Firebase does. So what Firebase does is, like, it's real time. In the real time, if I am changing a value, it shows over here. And so same thing we need to do here. What we mean by streaming is, so in streaming, what will happen if we change the value from we change any value, any streaming path in our Firebase database, then only Node MCU will Node MCU will read that. It means it won't be any while, it won't be a rubbish code that we will be adding in a void loop function, and then we are again doing a get call again and again. So for this, what we are going to use, we need to use a new library. And guys, if you don't know, like previously you are my previous subscriber and you're using the library name Firebase extended, but guys, now this library is depreciated. There is no use of this library because there are a lot of issues are coming, and I have already created a tutorial, like now I have changed the use this library, that is a best library, that Firebase ESP826 by a guy named Mobsist, and here I'm using this library. It is giving a perfect result. So if you don't know how to configure and use this library, you can watch my previous video where I've shown you basic steps to configure this library. So now let's get started. So what we have to do, guys, once you are done with installing this library, you need to go to the Firebase examples. And in examples, why I'm using the examples, because our code written will be less and the tutorial will be short code. So here we need to use this stream function over here. So in this stream function, first thing what we need is, we need a path, and the other thing that we need is the credentials. So first let's add the credentials. So for adding this credentials, I'm just going to get the credentials from my previous tutorials, from my previous program. So I'm just copy pasting the tutorial, that will be really better. And once these are pasted, now you need a path. So for setting a path, you, like, suppose I go to my Firebase, and in the Firebase, here's the path, like let's stream this switch one. So I'm going to just copy this switch one, and I'll paste this path over here. So it will be only switch one. So we will stream this switch one value only. So once this is done, now we don't need this counted. This is from, actually in this function, what we are doing, we are setting the values and we are removing. So in this void loop, just remove this whole if example, because what this if is doing, if you want to, it is just sending the data after 1.5 seconds every time, and we are streaming the same value. It is done for showcasing the tutorial. That's a really, I'm fan of this guy who created this library. And so this is done. Now what is happening in this whole example? So in this void loop, first we will check the read stream, and this read stream, the stream is not available, then okay, otherwise we will check the stream available. If the stream is available, then we are printing the result. So that's it we are doing for now. So I will just stream data available and I will do printing. So it means this stream available function, what this stream available function is doing, it is automatically checking if the value is changed or not. If the value is changed, then only we will print. Otherwise, in the previous videos, what I have doing, I have just added the get string function for a path from the Firebase database, and it was printing the value again. That is not a good way. So that's it. Let's upload this. Let's save this function and upload it. Let's try whether so I'll do YouTube and save it, and let's upload this code. So it will monitor the switch one over here, and let's see how it goes. So that's why our code is uploaded successfully. Now we will check for CL monitor. If so, it's getting light, shows like it's connected with the, so you can see it shows value is off now. And now if the value is off, let's see, try to change this value from off to on. And if we do it, you can see as I do, then only it printed on. And in your, I'll try to show it in your, like by splitting the screen, that will be really good. So now let's try. So I'll make the change over here. Now let's make it off again. Now as I make it off, you can see at the same time I got the value change. So that's the basic of streaming. So guys, now we are clear with the flow of streaming, like how the streaming thing is helpful and why we need to do it. Now let's try to do one thing. You can see in my Node MCU, here is a LED connected. Now let's try to control this LED using the Firebase and using this Node MCU streaming. So what we are going to do is, over here, you can see here in the print result function, we are first checking the type. What is the type of the data type, then we are printing. So this is a useful thing because we should know the type, then only we can compare the things. But here for this tutorial only, here is a switch one over here, and we already know it is a string. So I'm just making an assumption that my value that I will change over here will be a string only. So what we are going to, if it is on, then we will turn on this LED. If it is off, then we will turn off the LED. Also we will add a else condition. So let's do it. So in the stream YouTube, what I need to do over here, you can see here is the print Firebase data. So this is the data that is getting printed over here. So this is the value of Firebase data over here. So what we can do in this if condition, I will add if. So I need to add if Firebase data dot, and I need to find the function for getting the string. So you can see here the for string data, this is a function for by which it is printing. So I will use this, and here I will compare it. If equal to on, then what I'm gonna do, I'll do digital write, and here this LED is connected to the D2 pin. It means the pin 4. So I will make it 4th pin high, and I'll just add a if else condition, because if there is another value else of this, I'll just make this low. So low, and in the above, I'll just add this. And here what we need to do, in the above we need to declare the pin mode also. So the pin mode is already declared, no issue. So now let's try it out. I'll just close it. It means if the value will be on when I will upload this code, if the value is on, then this LED should get blink, otherwise it will not blink. So let's try. I will upload this code now. It's the compiling the sketch over here, and also this currently I have used the if condition, else we can create a function by which we can easily handle these things. We are having a multiple device, and that thing can be a part of another video, like how to control multiple devices in a stream. We can add a callback also, like if the value changes this, then we can add a notification, do a lot of things. So those things can be covered in next video. If you want, if you guys are interested, then I can create the videos on it, no issues. So the our code is getting uploading. So now let's go to the Firebase and try to control this LED from using streaming. So now let's try. I will just make this turn on to turn off, and you can see in the real time our LEDs got turned off, and only now what happened in the previous video, we are doing iteration again and again. Now using the stream available function, we triggered the value, so it is decreasing the load on the memory of the Node MCU, and it is very reliable approach. So that's it for this video. If you like, please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. So that's it. Bye bye and have a nice day.